Good evening. It's Christmas Day 2020. Diane Hand's bringing you Book for the Day, Human Crossings, 9 stories about refugees. And the story that I've been reading to you is entitled The Neew Jungel Project, which was written by Doug Dunn. And it came about after he'd seen a play in London called The Jungle, which was based on a refugee camp in Calais. And this is where we left the story yesterday. This could be achieved with every person contributing just 3 hours of their time each week to rural work. So, what did people do with the rest of the week? Asked Salah. I would have so much time for cooking. I wrote some notes from the Ubuntu contributionism idea, said Beth. Tellinger says each individual is encouraged to follow their passion and contribute their natural talents or acquired skills to the greater benefit of all the community. Everyone's contribution would be treated as equally and infinitely valuable. Sam also read out from his notebook, and his 5-point mantra is no money, no barter, no trade, no value attached to anything that makes it more valuable than anything else. And everyone contributes their natural talents or acquires skills for the greater benefit of the community. Sam and I decided to read Ubuntu this week and share about it at this meeting, said Beth. Great work! You've made a useful contribution. It is a good example of contributionalism, joked Sam. Yes, it is. I especially want to acknowledge Beth and Sam for working together on reviewing the Ubuntu ideas. Beth waved her hand to share. Thank you. Actually, we have a bit of an announcement to make. Last week, Sam proposed to me. It was such a surprise, with only been officially going out for 2 weeks. Yes, but we were in Calais for over a year, said Sam. That's true, Beth added. We have been through a lot together. So, what did you say? I hope you said yes, asked Salah. It was yes, Salah. We don't have a date planned as yet, but we're now engaged. I am so happy. He even gave me a ring. Beth put her hand close to the laptop camera so everyone could see. That's so beautiful. How lovely that you are together, I said. Thank you for attending today, everyone. See you at the next meeting, which strangely is about sex. How will people handle sex on the moon? Meeting 3, sex on the moon. So much had happened since the previous meeting. Not only had Sam and Beth got engaged, but also the French president gave the go-ahead for the Neew Jungel Project. Funding came jointly from SpaceX and the European Space Agency, following an announcement the week before that China was to launch manned lunar mission to the far side of the moon in 2020. Construction of a new building was underway at the Calais Distribution Centre, and a temporary porter cabin with basic utilities was provided for the project team. Rather than having an online conference, everyone attended meeting 3 in the project cabin in Calais. I started the meeting. I'm pleased you adjusted your schedules to be here. Sorry it is so cramped. The new building will be ready for use in a month's time. We will have twice as much room and much better seats. How exciting! Exclaimed Beth. We will have our own camp. Yes, these plastic chairs are not that comfy. How did all this happen? I think it was a bit of luck having the China initiative, and sharing our meetings online really helped to promote our project. It's good that everyone seems to want to go to the moon right now. You might be wondering why on earth we are discussing a topic like sex. People don't normally do that. Well, we won't be on Earth, and it won't be a normal situation. The other question to ask is, should we be making babies on the moon? Or should we wait until a community is sufficiently developed? What I thought might work is to discuss this in pairs and then share it as a group. Beth and Sam started sharing straight away. This was something they had already talked about. I think it is important to talk about this. Don't you, Sam? Asked Beth. Kind of, but it feels a bit weird. And that's where we're leaving it for today. And we'll find out how this meeting progressed on the topic of sex on the moon tomorrow. Thank you for listening, and I hope you've had a nice day. Human Crossings 9 Stories About Refugees can be found on Amazon, and you can read more about Human Crossings 9 Stories About Refugees on our Facebook page. Good night, Diane Hands.